kind of everything. Just what happened kind of out on the floor after the game?
Nothing. This is the last time I'm going to say. I won't talk a lot. We lost the game. It doesn't really matter. One thing I'll say is that I believe like being humble in victory. That's how I am. Now there can be a lot of people out there that are like, no, when you win the game, you gotta tag it, and you know it's a green light for you to be disrespectful towards somebody else. I disagree. I've won the championship. They haven't. Okay, and that doesn't say anything. I'm not trying to minimize their effort.
Kind of everything. Just what happened kind of out on the.
You know, having somebody that which I'm happy for him, and I'm happy for his son, and I'm happy that he's happy for his son. That's how you're supposed to feel. But coming to me and disrespecting me and cursing at me, I think is totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. Okay, and I'm not the guy that points fingers because in my neighborhood, snitches get stitches. So I don't want to say something, you know, for him to say to get fined or anything. But it's not respectful. I talked with him at the end, and I think we're in a good place.
That is right up there with him. The 8-0 run occurred, Greg, in the last 35 seconds.
You know, as far as the incident between Giannis and my pops, I had no idea it happened until I got to the back and was showed the video. Me and my pops have talked about that, and I don't agree with, you know, what transpired there from him. You know, I think basketball is basketball, and let's keep it on the court. And I think that he just, you know, got excited, saw his son make a game winner, and came on the court. But I think we had a conversation, and you know, I think he just needs to just allow me to just play basketball, stay over there. I'll come to him to celebrate. But I think just the emotions of the game just got excited there. But I talked with him. I'll talk with Giannis eventually about it. Just, you know, I don't think that my pops was in the right at all there. And you know, as far as the
yeah, you know, that moment right there, you know, we really don't see stuff like that. You know, Tyrese Haliburton's father, he did something that we really don't see, and it don't look good with, you know, with the Haliburton's family doing like that. So I'm starting with you, Roddy. Do you think Tyrese Haliburton's father was wrong or right what he did, and also do you see Giannis playing his last game as
at the end of the day, his father did do something wrong. Remember, he went outside. He was not on the court side, but he went actually on the court and taught you know, taunt Giannis. You know, you're not supposed to do that. Now, if you're on the court side, I get it. We do that all the time, especially as fans. We go in, and now that his son is playing, so you're gonna go in at the other opponent. You're gonna make fun of them after they lost the game, especially a game like that where they had to lead. The Bucks had to lead and could have ended the game within the 40 seconds. And they gave up that win. So for him to go out there, he deserved to get what he did. And he knew what he did was wrong because he went and tweeted and apologized to Giannis for what he did. Now, Giannis being for the Milwaukee Bucks, I don't see him being there too long. I think this is the end of the road for him. He did what he could. Even yesterday, a lot of people think that he was pretty much in his feelings because the way they lost, because it was up by, I think, like 8 points, and then for them to just give up the win like that, I see him days as being the Bucks is over. He'll probably go to another team. I'll probably see him going to the West. Any team in the West, he might go and probably play with Kevin Durant or someone else. Go right ahead, Hakeem. No commentary.
Definitely. Let me ask you a question. Is Damian Lillard still over there?
Yeah, he is, but he's out.
Yeah, but he got hurt. He got the torn Achilles last game, so he's not. He might be out for next.
So with that being said, Ron, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think this is the end of the road for Giannis there. I still want to say that he is a savant and a gentleman. What he said on there was true. The daddy was doing too much. You could tell the daddy's off the block. I don't know who let him outside, But this was kind of very unprofessional. I did like how the son responded and let him know that I didn't agree with that. But this is a difference from an American and an African. You feel me? An Italian. You know what I mean? They're a little bit more humble about their wins and about the loss. But hey, we'll see what happens after this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. When it comes to Tyrese Haliburton's father, I don't like when parents or do something like that. I like when with him, Tyrese doing all in his face like that. I do not like that. I feel like the NBA or the NBA teams, when it comes to when they have family members, they put them up into like a family suite and just keep them there because you have stuff like this going down. It shouldn't be happening like this. Yeah, come on, man. Giannis was in his feelings. This man put up 30 points, 20 rebounds, and 13 assists. He averaged a triple double, and he put it all of these guys, and he lost. So in that moment, if I put everything I have and everything, I don't want nobody messing with me like that, especially somebody's father like that. So, yeah, Tyrese Haliburton was wrong for that, and for me, he's as the NBA commissioner, I don't think he should be sitting there, sitting in the front row in the rest of the NBA playoffs. It's either you put him up into the family suites and everything, or do not allow him in the NBA floors and everything. And when it comes to Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks, I agree with you both. I agree with y'all 10 times none. Fellas, the last 3 years he got bounced in the first round.
Yeah.
And one of them, he got beat by a playing Miami Heat team that went to the NBA Finals. And